All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome back to yet another live stream bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news. Lots popping off, man. Lots popping off. There's updates in regards to Alejandro Garnacho. There's talks in regards to Matheus Cunha. There's heavy talks in regards to midfield as well. Everything is popping off on top of that. Joao Felix and Conte, defenders. It's just, I can't believe it. You'd think this is the summer window. The way we are operating, you really would think this is the summer window, but this is actually the January one. You can imagine what can actually happen in the summer one when it does arrive again in 6 months' time. We still haven't heard anything in regards to Ben Chilwell. This guy is taking a back seat. Ben Chilwell is like, do you know what? Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. You keep going. You keep going. I'm here for another 6 months at least. So yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad. Valan, another rant, Miz. Yeah, possibly. Every day is a rant. Every day is a rant now. I'm not feeling good about the club at the moment, if I'm being absolutely honest. We've got Manchester City up next. And, Romeo Lavia is out for more than, a few weeks. He's apparently gone for at least 4 or 5 weeks. That's the news that's been floating around. Enzo Fernandez is out for minimum 2 weeks. So we're going to go and meet Manchester City, who are playing tonight against PSG. So that's going to be a good match to watch to see exactly what type of Manchester City that we can expect. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very tough Manchester City. And on top of that, we're going to go to Etihad with Caicedo, the only fit midfielder. Obviously, we're probably going to utilize KDH. And I'm sure, Cucurella will help out as much as he can in midfield and up forward as well. And through all this, we, as a football club, our directors, our owners, we find it very difficult. We find it very difficult to recall Santos and Ugochukwu because we don't want to disrupt their season. We don't want to disrupt Strasbourg. We don't want to disrupt Southampton's season because Ugochukwu finally is getting some game time there. We don't want to, take him away from that, and we don't want to take, Andre Santos away from Strasbourg because they're doing good things. They're doing good things. So yeah, don't worry about Chelsea. Don't worry about Chelsea. Let's worry about Strasbourg. Let's worry about Southampton. Don't worry about Chelsea. So what we're going to do, we're going to dip into the market and we're going to find another midfielder on loan. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love the planning. It's beautiful. Some of you guys are excited. Some of you guys are very patient. You can't see anything wrong with any of our planning. Everything is right. Every decision is precise. Everything is beautiful. Beautiful. So, no problems. No problems. We will go to the market and we'll take, big shopping bags, and we'll make sure we come back with some midfielders along the way. Why not? And on top of that, we still haven't really got into the market in regards to, another striker that can compete with Nicholas Jackson because, that's not important. Don't worry about that. Nicholas Jackson's been struggling for the last 6 games, is at times missing absolute sitters. But don't worry about that. Let's just let him continue on. It would be nice to give him a little bit of competition. Yeah, I'm not saying get rid of Nicholas Jackson. He's a very important player, but it'd be nice to give him some competition now. That's not important. It's not important. Important matters are other things. So let's see what happens. We're going to talk about the Garnacho situation first up. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in. More than 100 people already live after 4 minutes, which is good to see. Smash up the like button. Absolutely smash up the like button. There's a lot of content coming your way today. You've got this live stream later on tonight. You've got another wrap-up of the day. We'll see what happens between Manchester City and PSG. I don't know whether I'm going to drop a video over there. We've got All You Can Eat Chelsea sometime later today. We're going to be doing the recording. And then I've got a live stream with Faz a few hours down the track talking about, Chelsea and Man United. We are so closely related now. Man United and Chelsea, they like to get in the bed very often. They like each other's company in the bed. They They get it going. So yeah, big up to each and every one of you guys. Big up Nathan, big up Valan, big up Aman, big up my man Ashraf, big up Mr. McKeezy, big up Kyan, big up Tesfaye, big up to each and every one of you guys. Good to see you all. All right, let's talk about Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho. The latest, ladies and gentlemen, is that Napoli apparently have submitted a bid for about 50 million euros, but Man United are not entertaining that. Man United want a lot more. 50 million euros is roughly around 42 million pounds. They're not budging for 42 million pounds. They want minimum, I would say they want bare minimum 50 to 60 million, somewhere around that range, including add-ons. I would say something around 50 million plus 10 million in add-ons, that might do the trick. Now, whether Napoli can do that, I'm not sure. Obviously, they've got quite a bit of money from Kvaratskhelia, but I'm not sure whether they're going to just, throw all the money for Garnacho. Don't be surprised. There's still rumors, there's still talks, and this is not rumors, by the way. This is straight from Fabrizio. Fabrizio Romano still stating that Chelsea are still in the mix. We've inquired. We've contacted the player. We've contacted the agent. The agent was also at Stamford Bridge when we were playing against Wolves. We've done our research. We've talked to, we tried to find a little bit more about his temperament. Look, I still think we're going to get him. I do, because Napoli, if we truly want him, which makes me think our owners and our directors do, he's the right fit in terms of age, in terms of wage as well. He's not going to be on big wages, but the age factor is huge. Our owners and our directors, they love a young kid. They love it. They absolutely love it. And look, Napoli don't have players to offer. So I think this is where I've been thinking about it. I reckon we have some players that we can offer Man United. Man United are desperate for some new recruitments. Choose amongst the plethora of players that we have. Who do you want? Nkunku, maybe not the right option for Amorim. Might not press enough, might not run enough. Joao Felix, I don't know, could be an option. Inside forward, they're probably looking for inside forwards. I don't think they'll go towards Renato Vega, but the one trump card that I think could potentially pop up, it's just my theory, is Chukwuemeka. I think Chukwuemeka could be a name that might potentially get linked. Chukwuemeka would be a decent... Chukwuemeka works hard. Chukwuemeka can run, he works hard. His problem is the injury record. But don't be surprised if you see that Chukwuemeka on loan or something like that with an option to buy going towards Man United. I just feel that we have players to offer, whereas Napoli don't really have players to offer. I'm not talking about a swap deal, but I'm talking about a deal where we might do something with Man United by saying that we'll take Garnacho off your hand, we'll give you the pure profit, but you help us out with taking one of our players as well. So we'll see. Carney will go to Strasbourg. I don't know. Let's see if he does go there. I mean, that would be a nice move. That would be a sensational move, to our sister club and helping out Strasbourg. Why not? I think he would be an absolute baller over there. So, yeah, in regards to Garnacho, ladies and gentlemen, don't be surprised if there's some sort of a bidding war that ends up happening between us and Napoli. I still think our owners and our directors badly well, I don't know about badly, but they do think it's an opportunistic situation, knowing that Mudryk most likely is not going to come back this season and most likely might not even come back to Chelsea Football Club, which means we have a space available in attack. And considering Nkunku and Felix might leave as well, Garnacho. And don't forget that Argentinian relationship. I don't know. I wonder where Enzo Fernandez's stance is in all of this. I wonder if Enzo Fernandez is picking up his phone and texting his mate Garnacho, his compatriot from Argentina, to say, come and join Chelsea. Come and join Chelsea. Look, you guys know how I feel about Garnacho. I don't think this player is worth it. I don't see too much difference from Mudryk, if I'm being absolutely honest. And he's just an average player. I mean, okay, he's got something. Maybe he's got a bit of pace. Maybe he's got a bit of shooting ability, but overall, it's not enough. It's not enough. He also probably could speak to Sancho. I don't know what his equation is with Sancho, but he could potentially talk to Sancho as well. Let's see what you guys are saying about this transfer before we move on and talk about the midfield situation. Matheus Cunha as well, by the way. We're absolutely vampires, smelling opportunities, not blood in the market. Now, that's what we do, man. We smell opportunities. We smell opportunities. Baldrick, big up to you. Clown Lake are blind to the ways of mankind. Nathan, big up to you, my man. Garnacho will be useless signing. Yep. But this is what we do, man. This is how we build up a squad. Abel, big up to you. What about Chilwell? Man United want left back, left wing. Look, that might also be a shot. Chilwell, honestly, Chilwell would fit in nicely for Amorim. I don't know whether Chilwell still has the legs to compete at the highest level. He hasn't played for a long time. Yes, he's been training, but he's not been playing for a long time. So that was always a shout, wasn't it? They want wing backs. Ben Chilwell is a very, very good wing back. Very, very good wing back. Defensively, Ben Chilwell is very strong. Aerially as well for a shortish average height type of a player. He's very good aerially as well, and he can pop off a shot outside of the box as a wing back. It makes sense. It makes sense. United want quite a lot of wing backs now because they play with the wing back football. I know they're going for Dorgu from Lecce, but you can always do with another wing back. Why not? They're looking to part ways with maybe Malacia and so on and so forth. GNT, thank you so much, brother, for this comment. I really, really don't want Garnacho. I hope he's just done with England and fancies a bit of the Italian culture. Now, apparently the word is that he wants to stay in the Premier League. Apparently that's the word. He wants to stay in the Premier League. And look, the fact that his agent was at Stamford Bridge for the Wolves game, what are you doing there? Why is a player's agent at Stamford Bridge watching Chelsea? Why are you watching us? If you're not interested to join us, why are you watching our game? And don't tell me his agent is, surprise, surprise, Chelsea fan. Don't tell me that he's a Chelsea fan. Like, you got no business to come to Stamford Bridge and watch Chelsea versus Wolves. Coincidentally, your client is linked to us. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm pretty certain, Garnacho probably wants to stay in the Premier League. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about Matheus Cunha. There was some late news yesterday from Ben Jacobs. Now, look, sometimes I'd like to take Ben Jacobs with a pinch of salt because this guy, when it comes to transfer news, doesn't seem to have all the clues. But this isn't just from Ben Jacobs. It also came from Sammy Mogbil, ladies and gentlemen. Matheus Cunha is on the radar of Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal. I mean, first of all, Nottingham Forest, wow. These guys, Matheus Cunha would be a great purchase for them. Nottingham Forest are being serious. Giving contract extensions, new contracts to Murillo, doing a very fine job in terms of building the squad that they've built. And, they're flying at the moment in the Premier League. Looks like now they're trying to get some sort of a European spot. Whether they succeed by the end of the season, we shall see. So Nottingham Forest, obviously a very good club for Matheus Cunha. Spurs could definitely do with a player like Matheus Cunha. There's no doubts about that. Arsenal have always been linked with a player like Matheus Cunha, but there's been no personal terms been agreed as yet. And we're in the mix. We're in the mix as well. Arsenal, once again, they could definitely do with a player like Matheus Cunha. Helps them out in attack, and they're a little bit toothless when it comes to attack. I'm going to come to us with Matheus Cunha. Let me just quickly do this super chat. Shaki, thank you so much for the super chat, just for support up the Chelsea. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that. Now, Matheus Cunha is a player I like a lot. A lot. I was talking about Matheus Cunha maybe good 6 months ago, if I'm being honest. Like even last season, I was talking about Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha, Pedro Neto at Wolves, they were looking unbelievable. Matheus Cunha, obviously, this season has taken over a lot of the responsibility at Wolves. He's a top player. Now, look, his natural position is generally number 10, inside forward, basically, plays behind a striker. A lot of people have been saying that he's no different to Nkunku, right? Now, I have seen him a few times play as a striker, though. I have seen him. Last season, I've seen him play as a striker. He didn't always necessarily play just behind a striker, although that is his best position. But in the Premier League, he's already adapted. It's not like the complete Nkunku situation. Now, see, right here, Cunha is Nkunku 2.0. We don't need him. See, where I disagree here, yes, you can say that he's Nkunku in terms of attacking style. But off the ball, he's not 2.0 Nkunku. I'm sorry. Off the ball, Nkunku doesn't even work hard. Off the ball, Cunha, he presses. He presses very, very well. So I wouldn't completely say this 2.0 just because attacking-wise, they're the same. Cunha presses. Cunha works extremely hard off the ball. So look, I have no issues if we were to part ways with Joao Felix and Nkunku and bring someone like Cunha, because that would be good competition for Cole Palmer, right? And I'm pretty sure Cunha at times could play, a bit of a competition for Nicholas Jackson, could play up front, could also play out wide where Sancho or even Pedro Neto or Madueke are playing, where, basically Cunha coming inside a little bit more. And if it's on the left, Cucurella bombing forward. If it's on the right, whoever it is, I don't think it'll be Reece James, but let's say if it's Malo Gusto. I know Enzo Maresca doesn't play in that manner, but there could be a situation where he might do that due to the players he has. So I've got no issues with Matheus Cunha. I think he's a fantastic player. I think he would add to us, but I don't think it's going to happen. Overall, Matheus Cunha is not the exact type of player that we need right now. Matheus Cunha is someone that you can fill in many areas. But we now need someone who's an absolute gunman in the box. We need a striker that's going to do their business. We don't need someone who can be inside forward, someone who could be playing in wide, someone who could play as a number 10. No, we've got those type of players. We need an absolute striker that can go out there and compete with Nicholas Jackson and perhaps even take over his position at times. And, just creating a healthy competition with each other. So Matheus Cunha for me, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think it will happen. I think the age as well. What's Cunha's age? What's Matheus Cunha's age? Let me just have a quick look. He's 25. That might also go against him. We don't generally like 25-year-olds. Like, that's borderline. Like, that is cutting it absolutely. I mean, we prefer the 19, 20, 21. Like, that's our preference. 19, 20, 21. 24, okay. 25, if you're already 25, which Matheus Cunha is, you're very much borderline. Do I agree with that? No, I don't. But this is how our owners and our directors move. This is how they, we do our business. So don't shoot the messenger. Do you know what I mean? Don't shoot the messenger. Now, next up, what I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Ben Jacobs. Another news coming up from Ben Jacobs. Chelsea are open to listening to offers for Joao Felix. Now, I think this particular player needs to leave. I'm sorry to say this. Look, it's a sad situation, man. Honestly, it's a sad situation that we've wasted everyone's time. We've wasted Maresca's time. We've wasted Joao Felix's time. I don't even know why we got this guy. To a certain degree, I know why we got him, because we needed to finalize that transaction for Conor Gallagher. But we wasted his time, where we also probably did this on the basis of keeping a good business relationship with George Mendes. But he's a misfit. I'm sorry to say. Joao Felix is a misfit. Our manager, Enzo Maresca, is very reluctant to use him. Very, very reluctant to use him. Felix's attitude in the pitch is not great. Well, look, at the moment, you can't even blame him that his attitude is not that great, because he knows he's not an important player. He's not part of the future. He feels unwanted. So you can understand, where that attitude is coming from. He was so reluctant to come on against Wolves. It's crazy. It was written on his face. Very rarely do you see these sort of incidents, but when you do see them, you're like, yeah, okay, you definitely don't want to be here at Chelsea Football Club. He really didn't want to come on against Wolves. And when he did come on, it didn't look that great. So Joao Felix needs to move on for his own sake. God knows where he's going to go up next. This is a player that's wasted his talent. Honestly, he has wasted his talent. I don't know what it is. PYS tweet about Garnacho. Is our latest. That's from Fabrizio Romano, man. That was a while back. Chelsea are now discussing internally whether or not to bid for Garnacho. Contact made with Manchester United and the players' camp. It's decision time. 3 players on CFC's list. Yeah, look, that's old news. That was Fabrizio Romano tweeting about an hour ago, a couple of hours ago. So yeah, coming back to Joao Felix. Yeah, I don't know what it's about. Like whether he doesn't train hard enough, whether he's someone who, hasn't realized his talent. Like the thing with Joao Felix is he's talented. One of his biggest issues is off the ball, obviously, but overall he's talented, which makes me think he probably doesn't work hard enough to be an elite player. That's probably his biggest issue. Now, whatever the case is, he's got no. In my opinion, he doesn't have a future at Chelsea Football Club, and he needs to move on. Maresca, Xavi, Poch, Simeone didn't fancy him. Who's the problem is? Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I'm saying, that Garnacho probably has. Joao Felix probably hasn't done any favors to himself. Felix has probably been, not true to himself, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about our midfield situation. Midfielders. The news from Simon Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, is that Chelsea are leaning towards keeping both Ugochukwu and Santos on loan. They want Santos to keep starting games and are a lot happier that Ivan Juric is using Ugochukwu. So, we're not going to bring back Andre Santos. We are not going to bring back Ugochukwu. That is confirmed, seems like. That's not going to happen. Don't even expect that. That is definitely not going to happen. Instead, we might be in the market. Chelsea are open to signing a midfielder before the window closes, possibly on loan for the rest of the campaign. It's the right player and the deal. If it's the right player and the deal. Yeah. So, look, here's the story. Romeo Lavia is out for a while. Yeah, there's some talks about Douglas Lewis. Where's that coming from? Douglas Luiz. Where's that coming from? Let me have a quick look. Because, yeah, I saw that. Oh, yeah, Gazzetta dello Sport. Look, I don't want to believe Gazzetta dello Sport. Unless and until I see some, proper Chelsea journalists talking about it. Yeah, Gazzetta dello Sport. Yeah, I'm not fancying them. Now, coming back to the situation. Romeo Lavia is, ladies and gentlemen, going to be out for apparently 4 to 5 weeks. This is on top of all the injuries he's had this season and on top of all the injuries he had last season. So 2 seasons. Romeo Lavia, 2 seasons down the drain. Viga Juventus, Miz. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that could be something. Now you probably got my attention. Viga to Juventus. Maybe we get someone from there. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see. Young Cuenca saying, "Get me Baliba if we ain't recalling Ugu and Santos." Wow. I mean, Baliba is a fantastic player. Are you not fed up of doing business with Brighton? Are you not fed up? Brighton literally making profit every season. They are reporting a profit every season because of us. Because of us. We are funding them at this stage. Are you not fed up? And again to Brighton for another midfielder? Are we not ashamed? Are we not ashamed? We've got Caicedo. Go there and get another midfielder. Come on, man. Just let it go. Let it go. Let this one go. Queen 96, we inquired about Mainu early, Jan, maybe him, since we are not recalling Santos. Yeah, that could be a situation. Look, the Man United thing is real. Man United need money. Man United need money and they need pure profit. They helped us out with pure profit with Mason Mount, and I'm pretty sure we are going to help them out with some pure profit as well, because we're building that relationship. It's a relationship that we're building. Business relationship. Now, coming back to Romeo Lavia, he's out again, and 2 seasons down the drain, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether this player is going to be like ever fully fit to play football for a long period of time. We need to think about it in the summer. Two seasons gone down the drain now. 2 seasons gone down the drain. Is Lavia ever going to be fully fit? And it's detrimental to our cause. We can't be going into a new season thinking Lavia is going to be available, and then he's not. So Romeo Lavia, honestly speaking, I'd be thinking about parting ways in the summer. If he's fit enough in the summer, I'd be thinking about parting ways with him. Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen, is also out for 2 weeks. So he's not going to be available for the City game. So no Romeo Lavia, no Enzo Fernandez. 2 very important players in midfield. Caicedo is the only recognized midfielder at the moment at Chelsea Football Club. He's the only recognized midfielder. I don't even think KDH is a out-and-out, central midfielder. I think KDH is more of a attacking midfielder. He may be able to do a job as a central midfielder, but I don't think he's cut out for it. Especially not against City. So City, it'll probably most likely be Caicedo, KDH, and Cucurella probably, or even Reece James. Maybe even Reece James coming into midfield areas. So I'm pretty sure that might happen. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. Got Matisse messaging. Surely it's yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, all right. So yeah, these directors, man, I don't know what they're thinking, man. I'm not sure. We've got Santos, we've got Ugochukwu. We're reluctant to call them back. It's just crazy thought process, man. It's just crazy building of the squad. And yeah, we're potentially going to be maybe going into the market for another midfielder, or maybe on a loan. It stinks. For me, the whole thing stinks. You're going to bring a player on loan for 6 months. Yeah, I remember I've had these moments previously. Dennis Zakaria, do you guys remember Zakaria? Dennis Zakaria, yeah, it didn't work out. I think it was from Juventus as well. Do you guys remember Saul? Yeah, it didn't work out either. These loan business midway through the season, although Saul wasn't midway, Saul was earlier on. Even Zakaria wasn't midway, to be honest, but these sort of things don't work out, man. They really don't work out. Sedan, big up to you, my man. Along with Lavia, we should question our medical department. What are they doing? Look, I'm not really sure about if we can question our medical department for Lavia. Lavia was injured before joining Chelsea. Some are even saying Lavia was probably injured when we bought him as well. I don't know how he passed his medical, but a lot of people are saying that he was probably injured when we bought him. So it's got nothing to do with our medical department with Lavia. And with Reece James as well. These guys are always injured. Do you know what I mean? You know, our medical department last season, Nkunku was injured for a long time. Nkunku's not really injured this season. And besides Reece James and Lavia, not many other players have really got injured. Enzo Fernandez after a long time. Besides that, thank God, not many players have got injured. I know Levi Colwell recent times has been, in the last match has been doubtful, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. Wesley Fofana was already having injury issues, broke his leg at Leicester, and then he had bare number of injury issues here at Chelsea Football Club. So once again, I don't think it's really the medical team. It's these players, and their body is not capable, just not capable. Naran, big up to you, but still they don't see the importance of having a striker. Sometimes it feels like they are doing it purposely to frustrate the fans. Yeah, look, looks like we're going to have to rely on Mark Guiu. Mark Guiu is going to be the strike option, which is not fair. It's not fair on Enzo Maresca. It really isn't fair on Enzo Maresca. Mark Guiu has so much to develop still. For us to hang our hat on Mark Guiu coming off the bench and helping us get Champions League football, yeah, that's mad. Bring back Santos, who cares about Strasbourg, and get a proper striker who can we can rely to score goals when the going gets tough, like Costa did for us. Window done. Yeah, look, I said from the get-go, even if we don't bring anyone, we get rid of the players that we need to get rid of, and we just bring maybe Santos, that would have been a sensational window for me. Look, recalling Chalobah was good because, we were lacking in defense. So it was good to bring back Chalobah. And if he could have brought back Santos, that's it. I would have been somewhat satisfied. Yeah, we need a striker to compete with Jackson, but at least we got something. We've added a little bit of value. But we're not looking to do that. We're not looking to do that. And striker, I think now is becoming more serious than before. 100%. Gino, big up to him. Is how the hell did we get here 1 month on? We played Everton this time last month. Yeah, man, it's been a disaster. It's been an absolute disaster. And look, we got the victory against Wolves, but if we're unable to do something against City, what does it really matter? I mean, at least even a draw. If we could get even a draw against City, I'll take that. If we can get a win, wow, that would be sensational. That's when we could say that, okay, maybe we can slowly come back again. Wolves, City, we've got West Ham afterwards, Graham Potter derby. But yeah, I'm not confident, man. I'm not really confident moving into City. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, this is where my confidence level is at the moment. I wasn't totally impressed against Wolves. We got the 3 points, which is great. We needed the 3 points, but I wasn't impressed with how we played. And it's very difficult to be confident moving into the City game off the back of what has happened prior to the Wolves game and even also the Wolves game. So, let's see what happens. The real Kevin K, big up to you. Chalobah's mentality is something we can use in life. Treated like absolute crap. Even had his shirt number stripped, which he used to honor his mom who passed away, yet persevered and dropped a man of the match. Yeah, no, impressive. Very, very impressive indeed. Yeah, man, I've always said that he was far better than what we had. Like, he was far better defender than the ones that we've got in our team. So, yeah, 100%. Sam, big up to you. We're done for the City game. Missed 2 of our first choice CMs. KDH can do a job, but we are not sure whether he will be good enough against City's quality. Yeah. Agreed, man. Agreed indeed. James, why would we halt Leslie and Santos' development? If everyone is fit, they will just stay on the bench. If we sign KDH for 35 million, it makes sense. We use him. He isn't totally rubbish. Well, there you go. James is a believer of what the directors are doing. He doesn't want to disrupt Santos' development. He doesn't want to disrupt Ugochukwu's development. And instead, he rather we suffer, which is fine. Sometimes suffering is good for your health. It builds resilience, and it builds character. So James don't want to. You stay where you are. Santos stay. Ugochukwu stay. We're in the mud. We'll figure it out. We'd rather be in the mud and suffer. No problems. Cyber Terror. The difficult thing is when the season gets late and we need someone to give the young players a calm presence. Who can they rely on? No one. They are all kids. Yeah. They're all kids. Absolutely, they're all kids. Miz, who would you start in CM against Chelsea? You mean against Manchester City? We're not really left with anyone, to be honest. We're left with Caicedo and we're left with KDH. So it's pretty much forced. It's not like I have an option. It's forced on us. Anand, big up to you, Miz. At this point of time, where do you see us finishing in the table? I think Liverpool will finish top. I think Arsenal will come second. I think Man City will come third. I think Newcastle will come fourth. Yeah. And then 5th or 6th for us. 5th or 6th. Because obviously Nottingham Forest is in the mix as well. Look, it all depends. I will find it. We will need to have another very good run for me to start believing that we can finish in top 4 again. Like the way we were thinking about when we had that nice winning streak. We had a nice buffer. Our buffer's gone. We need another big run. We need another 5-6 matches win. I'm just not sure where that run is coming from. We've got City. Then maybe we can win again against West Ham. And I believe after West Ham, it's Brighton twice. Once in the FA Cup, once in the Premier League. We can maybe beat them again. But then there's tricky fixtures just around the corner. So 5th or 6th, that's what I predicted at the start of the season. I feel that is what's probably going to happen. My man Victor is in the building. Big up to you, Victor. Miz, don't forget England is very likely to have a 5th Champions League spot this season. So we have to finish top 5, not top 4. I believe we can definitely do that for sure. We are better than teams near us. So yeah, look, if it's 5th, maybe we got a chance. We could potentially come 5th. And I hope that the 5th spot is a Champions League spot as well. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, big up to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for joining. As always, smash up the like button. I've got a recording with Matheus now and the lads for the All You Can Eat Chelsea. So we're going to do that. You're going to have that piece of content as well later today. And you'll have another piece of content from me later on in the UK time. Always, inshallah, 2 pieces of content from the other side of the coin. Sometimes even 3, who knows? But minimum 2 pieces of content. So do subscribe, do smash the like button. And hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.